forgot my coffee. Okay. Christmas is around the corner. People like to give gifts, and sometimes buying for certain people can be very challenging. So today we're talking about gifts for people with salicylate sensitivity, and there could be some overlap for just people with allergies in general. So this might be good for you who are salicylate sensitive to be able to articulate some things that you might be like, oh yeah, I do want that. That seems interesting. Like let's do that. And other things, you know, if you have kids with salicylate sensitivity, maybe they're, you know, something might pop up. Actually, there's probably only one thing that'll pop up for that. Maybe candy later. So yeah, so let's just get started. These are things that I either find very helpful, or things that I want, or things that I've thought about, and I hope that you'll enjoy it. So let's get started. Oh, and I should say, as of right now, I'm not affiliated with anybody. I am not sponsored. Someday maybe I might put some Amazon affiliates links in the bottom, but it would clearly say that in the description. So all the links down at the bottom are just, this is where I would have bought them. So that's why I put those links below. So just to let you know, yeah, got my notes here. I should also say that for people with allergies and food restrictions or skin restrictions and things like that, you should really just get them something else, like, you know, a baseball bat and mitt, or, you know, a hiking backpack, or running shoes, or a toaster, if they can eat toast. You know, trying to stay way out of the kitchen or bathroom. But at my channel, we talk about salicylate sensitivity, aspirin allergy, and that's the reason why, because you can absorb it through your skin, you can inhale it, or you can eat it. And so that's what my channel is about. So we're going to talk about different bathroom and food items that you can get for somebody that might be safe. Okay, so the first thing that I found this year that I normally talk about, that I use beef tallow soap only, or lard soap only, and I like those. I've got tallow soaps all over my house, in my kitchen, and my bathroom sink. My husband uses it. You know, that's all we use. But I did find a company on Etsy, a woman named Pamela. She makes low salicylate soaps, and she's got quite a selection. So I wanted to recommend some of her soaps, which would be nice, especially this would be really nice like for an office gift, or, you know, between friends or that kind of thing. So yeah, so this one here, I haven't cracked into it yet. It's the Sunflower Castile soap. This one is vegan. It's basically, Castile soap means that it's made from vegetable oil. So this one does not use olive oil like traditional Castile soaps use, and it is a lovely soap. It smells good. This one is the one that I've used so far. This comes in a pack of 3. Oh, the other soap I should say is 3 bars for $20. And this goat soap is a mix of vegetable oils with goat milk. So it's technically a vegetarian bar. It doesn't use any of the beef or lard tallow. So this goat milk soap I actually use in my hair. It's got a really nice, it foams up really nice. It's got a nice like slick feel to it, and I really like this one. It's really creamy feeling. So the last one that I was going to recommend, I can't find it. I just got a sample of it, and I wonder if I left it on the other side of the mountains when I came back. But it's the African black soap, which is also a vegan soap, and it uses vegetable oils like rice bran oil. And then for the ashes, she uses ash from cocoa powder. So kind of a cool idea there. Both the goat soap and the African black soap are 3 bars for $25. She also has lots of other products, so go on there, check it out. I don't know if she does international shipping. You can probably contact her and ask her. So, okay, so number 2 is kitchen items that have food decorated on them that we can actually consume. So I'll show you a gift that my friend got for me, which I love. Thank you, Marie. But this one I got about 10 years ago, and it has lemons on it. And lemons are somewhat controversial, but they are technically, I think, at the high end of medium or the low end of high, and even with dose, a lot of people can get away with using it. But if you've got something like the avocado mitt set / apron set, you might want to get something different. So what I've been eyeing for a little while is a Pear apron set, or like Pear mitts, and I couldn't find anything like really easy to find like on Amazon or whatever, and I usually would buy something like that from Etsy, but Etsy had a couple of one-off aprons that I kind of liked, the kind of a little bit more vintagey, and they were super cute. Yeah, I did find a mitt set, and it looks like those are custom handmade and sewn, so that's an option. Those were really cute. And then for you folks in Australia, I did come across this gal. Her website's called So Crafty, and she uses the platform Big Cartel, which is basically a competitor to Etsy. People can have their own shops though, and they can sell a lot of different options. So So Crafty is the company name, and she actually makes custom aprons. She explicitly says she does not ship outside of Australia. So if you're there, get that apron because it is so cute. Like it's the best one I found. It says $25. I'm assuming that's Australian dollars. So as far as aprons go, it is common to come across oilcloth, and I would recommend, maybe, unless you can see the actual components that make the oilcloth, maybe something that's extremely commercial that has a materials tag on it. Oilcloth used to be made by soaking your fabric in oil, in particular linseed oil. And I don't know the levels for salicylate for linseed oil, but if it's like most other oils, you can probably assume it's high. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Apparently the newer modern oilcloths are made with like a vinyl or acrylic coating on the outside, so you're probably okay with a modern one, but just something to think about. And of course we're all over across the world, just something to think about. You don't want to put something on your body, and touch it and everything, and then have it absorb through your hands in different places. Okay, and this is something when I was going and staying at my parents' for weeks on end, I would actually bring my own set of cutting boards and potato peeler. I only had one potato peeler, so I brought that. So what I'm going to recommend is people that are on a low-sal diet peel a lot of things. In one day, I can go through probably 3 to 6 cutting boards. And then for peelers, if I'm doing a lot of work in the kitchen, I have to like keep my potato peeler on the side because I know I'm going to use it in like an hour or two. And then, sometimes it gets put into the dishwasher and I can't find it, and all I want to do is eat a pear or peel a chayote or, something, and I can't find it. So what I highly recommend is 2 different things. One is there's 2 different types of peelers, if you don't know, and you should try both of them. One is, I'll show you a picture of it, because the ones I have actually have like a texture on it. So if you want to make like carrot noodles or something like that, back in the day when I was eating crazy stuff like carrots and, hard veg. So I'll put a picture of this one up. This is the Kuhn Rikon, pardon my pronunciation, Swiss peeler 3-pack. You can buy it on Amazon. It's $12.49 for the 3. And these are really comfortable to hold. So you hold the item in your hand and then you kind of, massage it pretty easily with the peeler. And these have a little swivel on the peeler, so it kind of moves with your item. And then you can actually make ribbons. So I've talked about possibly making like a chayote, like lasagna noodle or something like that. So this would be something that you can get a really straight cut with. That would be really nice for that. Now, my potato peeler that I have, or I suppose this is a vegetable peeler, this is a really nice one, and yeah, it is nice. I recognize this logo, but I don't know who. So this is a really nice peeler. It's stainless steel. I like it because it's stainless steel throughout, so you're not going to get any bacteria or anything like stuck like between the plastic and the blade, but it's two directional, this way and that way, right? And then it's actually very sharp on the edge here, and then it's got a really nice point. And the nice thing about this is that it doesn't swivel. So I found one on Amazon that's similar. It does have a plastic-ish handle. This one is called Victorinox. It is $7.80, and it's very similar to the one I have, where it doesn't swivel and it works in two directions. And the nice thing about this is that when I'm doing chayotes or pears or even potatoes, I can actually dig in with this. I don't need to pull out a knife. I can core both of those or dig out like the ugly eye bruises. And so that's why I really like this one. So if you decide to get this one, I recommend getting 2 or 3 of them because it's worth it. It's a good gift. And then for cutting boards, I know you've seen them in some of my videos, but I use these plastic cutting boards, and they're very, very thin. So they're like, I don't know, 1/10 of an inch thick. They're very, very thin. One side is textured, one side is smooth. And I got these at IKEA, and you know, when I go to IKEA, I'll pick up, I think it's a pack of 3 or 4, and I have about 12 of these, and in some days I will go through dozens of them. I like them because they're thin, they don't fill up the sink. If I go through 5 of them in a meal, I can throw a whole bunch in the sink, and then they're easy to kind of fit in between dishes and stuff when you do the dishwasher. I like these better than glass or the wood cutting boards because I know that they're sanitized and they can go through the dishwasher without getting damaged, and you can't do that with wood, and the glass is kind of, you know, somewhat breakable. I don't like the way the knife sounds on the glass either, so that's why I stick with these. So if you go to IKEA, you can pick these up, but it's 5 hours for my drive to IKEA, so I'm not going to go there. But if I needed to replace that, then I would recommend, I found 2 on Amazon. This one here has flexible plastic. It's BPA free. This one doesn't have a texture on it, and it's 3 of them for $6.67. And then I found these later, which were the Bellarmine, and they are textured, and there are 4 of them for $7.95. And the cool thing about this is they're actually bendable, so you can actually, you know, funnel them into your bowl so that you don't have stuff flying out everywhere. They're really lightweight, so it's easy to pick up a thing of food and, you know, not have, like, my cast irons are really heavy, so sometimes, like, I can't use the biggest cast iron because it's too heavy for me by the time I get food or water or, you know, liquid in there. So these are really lightweight. And then the last thing, this is the swimmer's tip for the day. I will actually keep one of these in my car so that when I drive home in my wet bathing suit in a towel or bathrobe or whatever, it's usually my towel. Especially this year because the locker rooms have been closed when I've gone swimming. I will put one of these on my seat so that my seat doesn't get wet, and it works like a charm. It just kind of molds to my seat, and it's fantastic. So there you go. Cutting boards and potato peelers. All right, we're moving on to number 4, and this one is kind of funny. So my mom had cancer, and so we spent a lot of time at the hospital. I mean, a lot of time. A lot of time. So I knew the cafeteria like the back of my hand. By the way, the hospital is the only place that you can get decaf coffee ready to go. Go to Starbucks and you have to wait 5 minutes for a fresh cup of coffee, or they guilt you into getting a decaf Americano, which you don't really want. But the hospital always has decaf coffee. I loved it. It was great. Anyway, they had a cute gift store and I came across one of these and it made me laugh, and I wish she didn't buy it for me because I really don't need one, but now I'm really glad I got one because I really do want one. I did want one. So these are, it's called Funny Side Up, which personally I eat my eggs sunny side up by default. That's my favorite one. And they're basically little egg molds. And so they're little egg molds. I don't know which way goes which. That must be down. It comes with an instruction booklet. So anyway, so this, I'll put it on my chest there so you can see on my black shirt. This is a little owl silicone mold, and they are so cute. So if you eat a lot of eggs in your family and if you have kids, this is fantastic. You're not limited to just eggs. You can make pancakes with these. You can use these for cookies or whatever you want. So they're basically just silicone. I did check the temperature rating. It says 450 degrees Fahrenheit, or I don't know my Celsius perfectly. Okay, 230 for Celsius is how hot you can go. So that means that you can put it and bake it for 350 degrees and it should be fine. That there are a lot of different options. I like the owl. That was the only one they had. So I think if I would have seen some of the others, I might not have been as interested. So it was definitely the one I needed to see. But I saw cats, dogs, owls, robots, skulls, an egg monster kit, which you make with toast, and a sunshine clouds, and a bunny. Now they have some on Amazon, some sets, it's two for, it looked like $11, or you can buy the 4 set, it looked like for $13. So that comes with an owl, a skull, a bunny, and the sun clouds. So I thought that was pretty cute. All right, number 5 is going to be